Welcome back, Genshin fans. It's that time of the year again when people, the Genshin just uploads random stuff and people just get hyped over it. The annual lore drop video, as some may say. So this morning when I woke up, I found this new video and I, kind of skipped it. Like I got this notification from Hoyo Lab and I was like, it might be Star Rail because I don't really watch Star Rail stuff, and it had this sort of dialogue or something like gods or something, and I'm pretty sure Star Rail is having the final chapter and whatever. So I kind of skipped it. Then when I opened Twitter, I was like, wait, what? So I went ahead, I watched the video. I watched it once only. I'm going to watch it again over here and I'm going to properly talk about it. It's not an initial reaction, but it's probably something like, it's a reaction of sorts. So all right, let me get my recording started. And I'm excited. I'm excited for Nordcry. I am thoroughly excited for Nordcry, and I'm just so happy. I love this game. But all right, time for the video. See, I saw this and I was like, this cannot be Genshin, because the art style, the animation style, it just doesn't feel like something you would see in Genshin. The canvas style and the crayon paint or the water paint style. I mean, it was beautiful.
This world
It was.
has always been so. Life
Let me just
no reason, for none are born by their own consent.
So as I know, as I've heard, these are the
For it cannot be defied.
four
Even by
shades or
those who
something.
see it coming. Time abides
I'm
no
just so happy
reason.
they got physical forms.
For it
Like
deprives us
at this
all
moment,
equally.
like before this,
It proves
Ronova
not
was
a
basically an
second
eye.
to be
So
reclaimed.
seeing a physical form, and of course the unknown god, which is, it's nice seeing her because you don't really see her ever apart from the prologue.
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Now, all right, I'm going to talk about something over here. My initial thoughts were like when I was seeing this, it was like, the lady dived in too much, like too heavily into something that she should not have dived in. She found out knowledge that was forbidden, basically, like the forbidden knowledge from Sumeru. And that is why some higher being, probably the heavenly principles or somebody, they just tore her mind away. This, erased her from existence. That's what I felt when I saw this part, because she ventured too deep into what was something that people should not know or should not be spread. I mean, including the travelers. I mean, this is clearly the prologue. If you remember, two stars, Traveler, Aether, and Lumine, they were torn apart by the unknown god, and it's talked about in the latest Archon quest. So yeah, just read. But yeah, you see, Ronova, I just absolutely felt that she just ventured too far into something that shouldn't have been ventured, and that's why she was erased from existence. That's my my understanding.
Naberius. No. This looks more like Rhinedottir's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
I was so happy. They got faces.
All life here has been run.
Rhinedottir's got a face. We've been hearing about her ever since, and I've been playing Genshin since September 2021. So I did not know anything about the 1.2 albedo quest. So I have no idea about whether Rhinedottir was introduced there or not. But I did play the 2.3 or 2.3, I think, which had the second part of albedo's quest, and there Rhinedottir was mentioned as to created albedo. It's mentioned, I think, in albedo's story quest, or it is in some limited time event. She's mentioned in the Fontaine Archon quest. Kirk mentions her Rhinedottir for a brief moment, but yeah. And then obviously the latest parallelism, Archon Quest, where you got to know basically that, that was an ending. That was the ending where Albedo just said, like, Rhinedottir merged herself with a god. And you're like, what? Oh, what just happened over here? So this is the merging of the god. And if you can see her eyes, it's quite unique. She has one design and the other design, and it's just, if she's going to be playable, please do not expect this design. Just please don't. I mean, it's going to be very 3DS if she is playable. I don't think she will be playable, but if she is.
Unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
Ronova is gorgeous.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency.
See, I like how Rhinedottir is just, looking at her like, talk about it. I don't really care what you say.
You have my respect, Naberius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
See, her expression just conveyed it so well. So well. I just knew it.
Istaroth, why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
Okay, so reading subtitles now. The entire prologue of this video was probably a simulation created by Rhinedottir, and Ronova just, erased it from existence and is now asking, like, why are you doing this? Which kind of makes the theory that, Teyvat is a simulation, it gives weight to it. Like, maybe Teyvat is an entire simulation project. Now, I have heard about these, these theories on the Star Rail subreddit and on the Genshin subreddit, but I mean, theories are still theories until they're confirmed by in the game, so I don't really pay much heed to it. Well, let's go.
After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Well,
I have no idea who
perhaps
Asmodee
you could
is.
share your input a little earlier next time.
People are calling her the
But you're
unknown
right.
god, but
There's
I don't
no
know.
trace of
I want
Asmodee here.
100% confirmation.
Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
Yes, it was a simulation. What are the heavenly principles? Just create simulation after simulation, and they're like, no, this. I'm going to tell you this is the most important shot in the entire trailer. This got my attention real quick. It's Istaroth, by the way.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now I want to talk about one thing. Like this is way beyond what Teyvat is used to. This is way beyond what any Genshin player is used to. Lore reader or lore ignorer or whatever. This just exists outside of Teyvat, of the planet, of the sky, of everything, and it is very, very interesting to see, like, there's a space above that, that is governing everything. It just kind of enforces, and this is our first glimpse into what the heavenly principles look like, or get a hint of what the heavenly principles are. Because obviously there have been lore scattered around in books, in the main Archon quest, with Raiden Shogun talking about it, with, I think, in Sumeru we were dipping into it or something. I don't clearly remember, but there were hints about it. But this is like the first confirmation, like, that this kind of stuff exists in the game. So, all right.
That's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair.
Renova's
We are
taken.
shades. shadows of the heavenly principles.
Ronova is
It's
loyal to the
unthinkable.
heavenly principles.
Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
All right, now this dialogue has been like, flickering in my mind. I've read theories about this. I have no idea who this new master is, but people have been talking about, Asmodee being the unknown god, and the unknown god Asmodee probably being converted into Paimon. Now, if you notice, the design that Ronova has on her clothes is the same design that you see on Paimon's clothes. The three triangles and the stuff, and it kind of holds weight. And if you think about this line, she loves her new master more than us, and she switched sides. Let's just say Asmodee got shrunk down, like Nahida. Her entire memory got erased, like Nahida. And we fished her out. And Paimon is just Paimon. Now she just remembers herself as Paimon. So maybe she could be the unknown god, and we will find new stuff about her in the future. That is one possibility. Or the other, that the unknown god just doesn't give an F about Tibet and is just roaming around the vast space above the sky and just chilling, and will drop down whenever she wants to aura farm. That's the other theory, which I think is gonna happen more likely, but it is what it is. I like Rhinedottir's pose though. I like Rhinedottir's design. Blondes are amazing.
Do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
My goat. My goat. You see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't that hyped when Cappuccino was revealed in the Atlantis. I mean, like, I was hyped, but I kind of like, I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. But when this man showed up right here, I legit screamed, "My man, the goat is arriving." I just hope they don't give him the Cappuccino treatment where he's just cursed and then he has to use his curse for something for the good of people and this and that. Like, I get why Cappuccino did it. I get why Mauika and Capitano and Ronova and that entire stuff happened. I get it, I understand it, but I just don't want it to repeat again. Like I was getting sick of the dual sister Archon stuff, with A and Makoto, with Rukudevata and Nahida, with Fossilor and Farina. So I just did not want that in Mauika, which I'm kind of glad it didn't happen. Now I don't want another Fatui Harbinger succumbing to her or his curse and just saving everybody. I mean just give me evil people.
I remember those eyes. It was just
This is an important scene because it kind of makes sense, what Ronova actually did back then in Kandria. Like, this was that moment where, somewhere Cappuccino is roaming around, somewhere Dainsliff is roaming around, and they're just, getting hit with the curse of immortality, like every Kandrian, I think, probably did. I'm not sure. I mean, I think some of them got hit by the curse of immortality. And it's probably true that, Pierro may be hit by that as well.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure
Lol.
that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
This is peak. This is absolute peak. This is cinema. This is pure cinema. You can see the robot there. I think that's Sandrone. You can see the rooster. And then, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over here. So Sandrone, rooster. I don't see Columbina anywhere. There's probably Pantaloons somewhere over here. I mean, I can't figure it out. I think the leftmost side is Pierro. But yeah, that's about it, because all of these silhouettes just look vaguely similar, and even they have the same cut of the clothes and all. I mean, only the the Pierro, the Jester, Sandrone, I think is his name or whatever. I mean, the robot guy and the rooster are quite visible and identifiable. Proceed.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
Oh, she pissed.
The heavenly
She pissed at the
principles have
Cryo
yet to
Archon.
awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity.
There is nothing going inside Istaroth's mind. There is nothing going inside that. I mean, look at that. There is nothing going on inside mine. Her mind is like a cloud. There's nothing. She's so cute. I feel like, if she becomes playable, she's going to be one of the most wanted characters in the game. I just feel it. And plus, she's voiced by Venti. I mean, what? I didn't hear a speck of Venti in there, but she is.
Yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either. My dear Rhinedottir, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
Oh, they switched.
It was purely hypothetical, Naberius.
For
I like how
lack
they
of a
can,
direct
just
order,
talk to each other in their
I
minds.
say it's time we intervened.
And did you
For lack
notice
of a
her
direct
halo
order,
changed?
I say it's
That's like
time we...
whenever Naberius takes over the body, the halo becomes blue, and then when Rhinedottir gets it back, it turns golden. I hope if she becomes playable, there's a mechanic like that, like Skirk's mechanic, where Rhinedottir has a different playstyle, Naberius has a different playstyle, and you can just switch it with the burst, and even after using the burst, the new form just stays unless you switch it back. There's no cooldown on it. It's gonna be amazing.
intervened. Of course, to the
Kind of like free
extent
now.
permitted by the rules.
Not a single thought in Istaroth's head. I like her. I like her. Look at this. My goat. Pierro with his
The gaze
half
of the
mask.
gods has always been considered a blessing.
His voice was
Hence the
absolutely
origin
amazing.
and meaning
And this
of
is our
visions.
first look at Nordcry.
People have
Because I immediately
yearned
recognize it.
for the
This
gaze of
can
the
only be
gods.
Nordcry. I've ventured every part of Teyvat
And
up till
yet,
now, and I remember
It is said
everything
that when
vividly. So this
mortals
is
look
just
directly
this has to be
upon the
Nordcry.
gods, they invite their
Although this felt like
wrath and
Natlan, the
retribution.
edges of Natlan or Mondstadt, and this felt like
And
Sumeru,
what of it?
like the Aranara
Life
place,
will be
and
lost.
or the place where
A
we had the
nation
3
brought to
chairs or
ruin.
something.
So be it. It
This is the market. I'm telling you, this is the market where Inefa is from.
I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says
I'm so
this.
hyped for the Cryo Archon. Like, she's been hyped so much.
Even the gods have their limits.
I mean, I would not be surprised if the end game of the Tsaritsa is to unite the entirety of Teyvat. She wants the gnosis of everybody. Towards the end, she just goes and, every Archon, everybody, every Vision Holder, just unite with me, and we have to take down Celestia. I mean, that is probably the end game of the Tsaritsa, but overall, the game is making her out to be this huge villain, and I don't know, I'm just super excited to see where this is gonna go. But Pierro, aura farming at its finest. He's amazing. This is straight out of Star Wars. This is straight out, these stormtroopers. this is just,
Inspection over. Return to
you have the Bellabog Knights. This is like Star Rail fans, Bellabog Knights. This is just like, or it's probably a mecha. It kind of looks like a mecha. It could probably be a mecha, considering that Nordcry is very advanced. But I'm just gonna go with the theory that it's a dude in a robo suit.
your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
This is the new design of the Fatui enemies, and I am really liking it. I'm really liking it a lot, especially look at this Electro. I'm assuming Sisson Mage, the ones that we have right now are so playful, are so witchy in nature, and this one just straight up looks like she's gonna murder you. She's gonna one hit, one wrong word, and you're dead. Those cyborg eyes, no, Cyclops eyes from X-Men. Yeah.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
We're getting Columbina. Now I remember Winter Lazarus Night, and this is almost over, but yeah, final thoughts and then the ending. I remember Winter Lazarus Nights, and I think the few characters that I enjoyed over there were, what should I say, Arlecchino, Child, Columbina, and obviously Pierro, because his look was just so amazing. And finally getting Columbina out is just, it is absolutely, I don't know, man. It's just amazing. It is amazing, and I'm excited to see where this is going. I am totally excited to see where this story is going to take us. But all right, that is it. That is the discussion reaction. I could probably go in deeper, but I do not want to make this a long video. I mean, yeah, I do not want to make this long video. So if you want to see more videos, check out my channel. I have this latest video out, skirk but uncensored. I mean, censored for fun. Just check it out. And there's a lot more videos. So please subscribe to support me, and have a great day. I'll probably not see you. You'll hear me again because I rarely do face reveal videos and all. But yeah, in the next video, or probably whenever the Not Cry teaser is out, you're gonna see me, and you're gonna definitely hear me soon. So yeah, have a great day. Goodbye.